effortless way today. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of such a thing? It's like, yes, there is an effortless way, and we don't talk about it much, and I'm going to share it with you guys today. So, welcome in. Let me know where you're coming in, where you come in here from TikTok. So, hello, I'm glad that you're here. It's going to be an exciting day today. So, it's kind of like, and hi YouTube, how are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Let me know where you're coming in from. And I see there's a lot of you on here today. So make your comments in here. Let me know if there's something else, other questions you have on your mind. I'm absolutely here to help us all grow and be able to have a better world, a better life, and a better business. Wouldn't you like to have money coming in automatically? We have automatic bills, and that's my mantra. It's like, hey, we got stuff going out automatically. I want to make sure I have stuff coming in automatically. But that's not always so easy to do, is it? It's pretty hard. So let me ask you something. What if building income online was never meant to feel hard? We make it hard. We always make it so much harder, at least if you're like me, because if it's not hard enough, then it's not worth it. I'm not doing my job right. Is that right? Is that how you feel? That's how I was raised. Get that nose to the grindstone. But what if it was never meant to be hard and we just didn't know it? We just didn't know it. It's not just easy, but there's an effortless way. Because I see so many people out here now that are heart-led people that want to make a difference and need an income to be able to continue to make a difference, that just keeps trying so hard, so much harder, trying to build something for themselves and their family, and they just feel overwhelmed, very, very confused, exhausted, ready to give up. And then after a while, you start to really wonder, am I doing something wrong? Why isn't it working for me? Is that you? Have you gotten there? I've been there. I can't tell you how many times. And I can't believe it's took me so long to finally get my head wrapped around this effortless way. And it's made such a huge difference for me. And I know it will make a huge difference for you too. So I'm going to talk more about that here in just a second. I just want you to know that for now, you're not doing it wrong. You just may not be doing it in the right way that matches you. And I bet you that makes sense to you. So let me know. Come on in here. Let me know where you're coming in from. Say hi when you get here. And be sure to hit the screen for all those hearts and stuff so I know you're here and I can see that you're here. And this is Monday. How are you doing for this Monday? It's an awesome Monday here. Well, it's a little overcast. I think we're going to have some rain and stuff. But have you been working so hard and still not making any headway? Does it feel like you're just taking a rope and kind of like pushing it uphill? Yeah. Oh man, I have pushed that rope uphill, and guess what? It turns around and meets me on the backside all the time. Is that what happens with you? So I've been there, working hard, trying to follow what everyone else is doing. Now that's another pitfall, isn't it? Follow what everyone else is doing. But you're not everyone else, are you? You are a unique, beautiful, individual, multifaceted being of light. So, yes, it's great to get good ideas and good suggestions in when you're doing research, but move on from that. So, trying to follow everyone else, you're putting in the time, I was, and honestly, feeling like I was getting so much less in return. And that's a hard place to sit in because you're doing it all. It's kind of like, why am I not making any headway? I have to be making headway. I've been doing this already for a long time, over and over and over and over and over. Okay, so I noticed that didn't work, so I shifted. And what did you do? You changed your strategy. You changed how you showed up, and still you don't exactly hit the right way. You didn't actually get to the people that you needed to. And it's kind of like, one thing that you have to understand and start to recognize, and I did, it's not about money. It's not about money. And that's okay. It's a big pill to swallow. It's okay. It's a harsh pill to swallow when you're trying to build an online business or any business or do anything because you need the income. But you have to know it's not about money, it's about how it makes you feel and what it can provide you to do, not only for yourself, but for so many others. And when you realize it's kind of like you keep going and you have that discouragement and you're tired and you're questioning yourself. I was through all that and I've done it for a long, long, long time. So let me introduce myself to you if you don't know me. I'm Madeline. I'm a Texas mom of three, grandma of three. I've done a lot of many different things in my multi faceted and multi careered life now that I'm in my 70s. And I'm doing this digital ownership with online marketing. And I wanted to share with you about something that really shifted for me was that I didn't need to try harder. It was just I needed to do it in a different way, but I didn't know what it was really. And then when I found out what it was, I didn't really believe it. It's like, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. And so for me, when I shifted, it didn't come from pushing. It came from getting quiet, spending time with myself, connecting inward and listening. So that's a little thing that we don't normally do before we start to go about our day or start to show up on our social media and post what we like to post so that we can help people or so that we can show up so someone can see what it is that we are offering for them to look at. That's all you have to do. That's all you want is them to look at. But are they even? Is it crickets? It's always crickets. But here's the thing, when you shift your energy, you shift what you're available to receive and you shift how people are receiving you. It's that know, like, and trust thing that has to happen, you know? But when you're in pressure and you're always forcing and chasing and trying to figure it out, you're just in a completely different state. Completely. And when you slow down and allow something else to happen, you open that door for something new. So you have to take a few minutes and reflect within yourself about what do I need to do today? And that's what's exactly happened to me. I was just asking and wondering all the time. And what can I do? What can I do? What do I need to do? What's happening? What I have to do something. What can I do? And then I felt this gentle little nudge. And it was like, well, why don't you take a look at this? And now I'm clear when I get information from spirit. And when I got that clear information about why don't you take a look at this, I went, okay, I took a look at it. So I listened. And what I found felt different. Not because it required nothing, but required, it didn't require me to be everything. It didn't require me to be everything. And how many times are you used to doing it all, being it all? If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself, right? How many type A personalities do I have on here today? It's like, if I want it done right, I got to do it myself from start to finish. I have to recreate the wheel. I have to go over and over and over again and make sure it's correct. And then I have to adjust it and then I have to change it. So that just doesn't work. That doesn't work anymore. So let me explain what I mean by effortlessly, the effortless way, because I want this to be real for you. That's cute. Hello, come on in. I'm glad that you're here. Let me know where you're coming in from. But to do things and have an online business and do your work effortless, it's because I really, really, really want you to get a handle on this. It took me a while to catch it. It really did. But the old way is a lot of what we've been taught is do more. We know all this. Do more, learn more, work harder, figure everything out alone, right? It's how it's always been. And that, what does that do for you? It shuts you down and creates so much pressure. And then what does that do for your physicality, it makes you sick. Not only does it shut you down and give you so much pressure, you don't want to show up anymore. You don't want to do anymore. Yet you know you have to do something because you have to make an income. Maybe you got ripped from your job. Maybe they closed the doors. Maybe something shifted in your financial world that you are now the main, um, what is it called? Um, you bring home the bacon, but you can't bring home the bacon because nothing's lining up for you. So, what if instead you took some time and sat with yourself, just briefly, before you started to reach out to anybody or do anything and ask, what do I need to do today to show up in the best way possible to help those who need it? So take just a moment. You reach up first, connecting with spirit, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, your higher self, which is much more than your higher self. But when you take that few minutes and just check in, brief moment to connect you with something that's wiser than you, that maybe has a different solution than what you ever thought about, actually. So, what if instead you took that time and sat with yourself and asked, what do I need to do today? How do I need to show up? It shifts your energy and it relaxes you. And then you show up differently because you feel differently. You're more open, you're more free. You're letting that energy flow, give and come, ebb and flow. You're a different frequency. And you just do your same thing. You do your regular job how you've always done it. Nothing changes with the work that you do. You just set the stage for you and your energy to show up and be received differently, and therefore you receive back differently. Is that making sense? The best part is when you add the new effortless way. The best thing to add to this new effortless way of doing things is if you've already got a structure in place, a pathway already created, one that supports you and is built into the process. So instead of everything depending on you, they can just click. You create the content, somebody resonates with it. Then they click and they're guided through a process that's already set up, and they learn, they understand, they decide. And even when you're resting or living your own life, you're not chasing people anymore. You are creating a pathway. And you started out calm, easy, with effortless worry and stress. And here's another thing that really opened my eyes. I realized that a lot of the ways that we were taught were always based on trading time or earning small percentages, and are both. And so you can work harder, all right, but you still feel like you're not getting ahead. But what I found with legacy was something really different. It was the system where I had structure, I had the automation, and I could earn 100% profit on everything that I sold. And that changes the entire experience because I didn't have to come up and recreate every day. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to share? What am I going to build? What am I going to create to share with someone so that I can make an income when it was already done? And then when I showed up with the effortless way and it just started to flow really, really smoothly, then I had time for the rest of my day to go do what the things were that I love to do. I'd go back to painting. I'd go back to writing my stories, my books. I go back to spending time with my family. I go back to deciding, oh, I wanted to make that recipe that I found 3 years ago and never had a time to do it. It gives you time to be yourself and be with yourself. So when a system is in place like the legacy, and you have the structure, and you have the automation, and you earn 100% everything you sell, that changes your entire experience. So now is not the time to do more time for more money, because that doesn't work, does it? Spend more time, you make more money. That doesn't work right. But it becomes aligned action plus simple system. And then you finally get the results that you've been looking for, wanting for, waiting for all this time. And you don't feel like you've got to carry everything anymore. It's not all just up to you. First off, you made it effortless before you started today, the day of, because you connected in, went up to spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, asked, sat there, was ready to listen and receive in a calmer state. Then you showed up and did your work. And if you have the legacy program, it's doing the work for you already anyway. So it's going to reach more people easily, effortlessly. Wouldn't you like that? I love that. So I know, I know what you're thinking. Nah, can I really do this? I really don't know that I want an online business. Digital's great, but I don't know much about it. I'm not techie. And what if it don't work for me? All those doubts and those worries and those stressors are gone from me. They're all answered inside the program. If you want to know more about that, just go up to my bio and click on the link in there, and you'll get the blueprint and the little video that walks you through beautifully about how it could support you if you wanted it to. And mostly, when I talk to you about the effortless way and connected in with your higher self or with spirit or a higher consciousness to help lead you and guide you through the day, it's too simple. It's just too simple. And we always say it can't be that simple. Something's wrong with that. It can't be right. It just can't be. Something's wrong with that. That's basically why no one does it. We think it's got to be hard because we've been drilled that all of our life. Start thinking, wow, I think I'm going to get in line with the effortless way. I think I'm going to spend a few minutes every day or off and on during my day and reconnecting in and see what's going to happen and see if it is truly more effortless, that I have to show up and put in less stress, less anxiety, less worry, less pushing, less shoving, and I end up making a better income. Yeah, try it. You'll see it works. And you just don't have to worry about it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be open. You just need to be open. So it's kind of like, here's the thing, it's not about becoming somebody else, because you already are a multifaceted divine being creature, divine multifaceted being of light. And we've forgotten that. We've turned away from that. But when we connect back in with that, everything starts to flow like it's supposed to for you. So it's about connecting and building a way that actually fits you. The longer you keep trying to force something that doesn't fit, the longer it feels hard, the longer it stays away from you. The longer you're going to keep struggling, you're going to keep worrying, you're going to keep trying to push that rope uphill, and it's not going to work for you any longer. So thanks for the hearts. I saw them. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart to send me some hearts. So if you've been asking yourself, why is this so hard? I want you to consider this. What if it's not meant to be hard? What if it's meant to be the effortless way? What if it's meant to have the system already set up and run for you, and then you tap in energetically and help to support that system to go further out in its outreach to reach just the exact right person that's looking for a better way to have a simpler, easier life too. I'm just saying, and what if it's not meant to be hard? And if this, my friend, is speaking to you and you're curious about the effortless way I've been sharing, you can go up here to that link in my bio. You'll find all about legacy and what I've been doing. And I have to really say, it took me so long to really wrap my head around the effortless way. It's not that I didn't know about it forever, but it's like I'm sharing with you. It's too simple. It's got to be harder than that. I've got to be missing something, and I didn't allow it to work. But when you get out of your own way and allow it to work, it will work for you. So, or you can just comment blueprint, either get the link up in my bio or comment blueprint here or here in TikTok or in YouTube, and I'll send that link to you. So just remember, effortless doesn't mean no action, but it's about connecting in, allowing. But for sure, it means no force. How would you like that? No stress. Think about it. Let me hear from you. Let me know what you think about. Are you going to try the effortless way? Are you going to let legacy builders help you have a program and a system that helps you be out here in social media and helps you build a legacy for your family? I'd love to hear from you. So, my friends, thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate the time you spent with me. We don't be on here long. I love you, and I'll probably see you again on Wednesday. So, bye for now, TikTok. See you Wednesday, 9 a.m. Central. Thank you for coming in and sending me all the love. I appreciate it. See you Wednesday. And YouTube, thank you so much for being here too. I am so glad that you're here. And I'll see y'all live on Wednesday. Remember, the full stream is over here on this channel. So bye for now, my friends.